What's up? Today, I want to talk about a super underrated Thaiboy digital song, Never Change, off of his 2022 album, Back to Life. It's one of the less popular songs in the album, and I think it's super underrated. I think the beat is beautiful, the lyrics are great, and can be interpreted in many different ways. And, the vocals are beautiful. And it's a really standout song that I think does not get enough attention or love. So, like my other videos that analyze songs, I'm gonna break the song into 3 parts: lyrics, beat, and singing. So, enjoy.
Bruh.
Alright, the lyrics. Intro: let it flow, like a river, let it go, let it flow, let it flow. So there's no genius annotation to carry me this time, so I'm gonna have to interpret it myself. I'm sort of interpreting these lyrics as like, life is, it's going on, you can't stop it. You gotta let things happen. Things might change. I don't really know, but, things, they flow. They happen. You gotta accept it. Different moment like a city on the moon. Typical great genius annotation. So, him and his girl, they're in different moments. I'm not really sure what this means. Thaiboy Goon, when I pull up at the scene, just speaking cryptic. I was in the room, now I'm riding with them seals. So maybe, he's in 2 places at once, sorta. Or he's here, then he's gone. He's riding with the seals. And then he's talking about some beautiful imagery here. See the sunset hit the water, catch a breeze. I remember in the winter didn't freeze. Maybe he's different. Everyone else is cold, he's like, nah. 4 AM, I was in the studio, man, making heat. Freeze, heat. Heat counteracts the freeze. He's very dedicated to his music. It's 4 AM in the studio. And then it's forever, I don't have to speak. So, maybe his music's forever. Let it flow like a river, all the moments, memories, all the good times are coming back. And then he talks about some more beautiful, in the sky, see the clouds play. I wish that some things never change. So, he's wishing things never change. They can stay in the past. Or in your eyes, I can finally see the meanings of my life, your energy. So, it's sort of a love song to, maybe his wife. I'm not sure when, this was made, but, the meaning of his life is, your energy. And he says, blessed by the moon, everything had led me to you and her. Oh. So I think it's a very underrated song. I think it's beautiful. And, you should definitely listen to it. So you can sort of get a better grasp of what the lyrics mean and stuff. When you, actually listen. Yeah. Part 2. The beat. Alright, the beat will never change. It sounds hollow in a good way, it's bouncy. You're bouncing between the notes, back and forth, head bobbing. It matches the emotional tone of the song. And about halfway through the song, there's a subtle beat switch. And that's when it goes from that normal white armor, slapping, sloppy beat to an ethereal, tune. And that sort of reflects the lyrics at the time when he's talking about how the meaning of his life is your energy. Your energy is in reference to probably his wife. And then the end, 45 seconds of the song, there's not really many words, so you can sort of just soak in the beat as it fades out, and you can you can reflect on the masterpiece which you just took in. I remember hearing the song live in June. That was another out of this world experience. The song is great. Part 3, singing. I think the singing on the song, it definitely stands out, and it sounds much better in terms of his vocal performance than a lot of his other songs. It's special. You can you can hear the emotion, and it sounds more like he's singing and less like he's rapping. That's special, and it stands out for Thaiboy Digital. I think mixed with White Armor's production, it sounds great, and it matches the emotional tones of the song. It's not I'm fresh. It's never change. So. Not to mention the high-pitched, beautiful singing conveys the hollow tone of the song. And the themes, man. It's great. Thaiboy is truly a master of his vocal cords when it comes to this song. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment. Maybe give me some feedback. I don't know. But, thanks a lot. Alright, 5 minutes is too damn short. Name me a better song than Never Change by Thaiboy, Slop Talk, Thaiboy Digital. Obviously, this album, you know, I don't think there's too much special off Back to Life, if I'm being completely honest. But Never Change is definitely something else. Like, come on. It doesn't even compare to these songs. These songs. This is just miles ahead. What else did he make? He made Tiger. You know, there's some hits on here. But, like, it's just so unique. And I think that's a factor which also points to it being underrated. It's because people are like, you know, we want to hear disrespecting me and I'll leave it so. And I got diamonds on my bank account. But they don't want to hear in your eyes where the clouds play. Insanely underrated. Insanely underrated. You need to listen because your life will never be the same after you suck this in your ear holes. God, like and sub.